What's going on, legends? Chip Douglas back with another Apex video. Now for today I've got 5 simple tips on how you can improve your game, and I guarantee that if you follow these 5 steps when you're playing, that you'll definitely see improvements. So let's get straight into it. So these 5 tips I've sort of put in order of what I feel is most important to me. So at number 5 I'm going to be talking about dropping hot. Now when I talk about dropping hot, I don't mean the hot zone that's within the map. I'm talking about where the dropship is, whatever area is below you, dropping straight away as soon as you can, and there's most likely going to be a few squads there. So I've found this example for you. This by no means is a bad squad. One of them had almost 8,000 kills and the other one I think 1,500 kills. So it's not a bad squad, but before we even landed, the mistake was made. So in the video, I'm Jump Master and I ping where I think we should land, which is straight down. Now, one of the teammates agrees with it, so we head there. But as we're flying, one of the teammates decides to go out to the left and the other teammate goes even further out. So we're all split up. Like there's almost 100 meters or more in between all of us. So if another half decent squad drops there, then we're pretty much not going to make it out alive. I can guarantee that. The reason for this is because if one of us loses a gun battle first, then it makes it so hard from then on in. Like it becomes a 2 versus 3. We're so split up, we're so far away from the action that it takes so long, and we end up actually pushing in individually, which is shown in this example. So the most important key is to land together or close to each other, especially when dropping hot. Now I totally understand that no one wants to loot on top of each other, but if you land closer together, you're definitely going to have better odds of surviving. So that's the first tip. When dropping hot, make sure you land closer together and run with each other for the whole game, and you'll definitely have a better chance of winning.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. Up and down.
Round one, beginning.
So tip number 4, I'm going to be talking about loadout. Now, your loadout is definitely important. I'm not going to say that you can't win games with the worst guns, but if you're picking up the better guns, you're most likely going to win the battles. So the most important gun to probably pick up is the R99. Now, it's probably a fan favorite. 98% of people would probably say it's the best gun in the game. So there's the 99, 301, the Peacekeeper, the Wingman if you can hit your shots, and at the moment probably the G7 Scout. They're all probably the strongest guns in the game. So if you can pick them up, you've got better odds of winning gunfights. And just a little bit further on your loadout, it can all depend on what your squad are running also. Now, if your teammates have both picked up 2 close range weapons, then you should probably not pick up a G7 Scout or so, because in most cases it could leave you, while they're pushing, you could be on the outskirts and it can end up being a 2 versus 3. They both get downed and then you push in solo against 3 or against 2 and you end up losing the gun battle. So ask your teammates what they're running, because that can also help. And also make sure you're picking up weapons that you're comfortable with. Now, a lot of people don't like using scout weapons or sniper rifles in games, so if you're one of those people, then probably don't pick up a scout, and you probably should be picking up the R99 or the R301. And just a quick reminder, the Peacekeeper is 2-tap no matter what if you hit your shots. So if they've got purple armor, it's going to take 2 shots to kill them. If they've got white armor, it's going to take 2 shots to kill them. So it's always a handy gun to have. So tip number 3 is movement and strafing. Now, Apex probably has one of the best mechanics for movement out of all the games. So make sure you're always running around and working on your movement, sliding up and down hills, sliding off ledges. Just working on your movement constantly, because this will make you a much harder target to hit and it will definitely help you in the long run. As for strafing, if you're unsure what strafing is, it's moving left and right while someone's shooting at you or while you're shooting at someone. Now, how far you strafe will depend on what you're comfortable with. I tend to do little left and rights, whereas some do bigger ones and some even go in a circular motion. Now in this game, you never should be standing still. So if you're being shot at, make sure you're strafing, and if you're shooting someone, make sure you're strafing. Now the biggest tip I can give you is adding a crouch to when you're strafing. So you could be standing there strafing, shooting at someone. If you just keep tapping that crouch button while you're strafing, then it makes it so hard for them to hit their target. Now my second and first most important tip that I'm going to give you are very short ones. But number 2 is high ground. If you have a team pushing you or you're pushing a team, you should always be looking for high ground. It gives you so much of an advantage over the enemy that you just have to make it your main focus. If you have high ground and the enemy's below you, never give up that high ground, or try not to give it up, because the moment you jump down, then that puts you on an even playing field with them, or if you go below them, then they've got the high ground, and that gives them a better advantage. So make sure your main focus is keeping the high ground. And the number one tip is a simple one, but that's communication. Communication is so important in this game, and with Apex being such a good game, the ping system is so good that you can communicate without a mic. So whether you've got a mic or not, make sure you're communicating. If you hear footsteps nearby, make sure you ping them straight away. If you see an enemy, ping them for your teammates. It can help your team so much, and I feel communication is the biggest key in this game. So make sure you're communicating to the best that you can. So that's all for the 5 tips. At number 5, we've got when you're dropping, make sure you drop close enough to your teammates that you can help each other out. At number 4, we've got your loadout. Make sure you're picking up the strongest guns, the better guns, and you've got a better chance of winning the fight. Number 3 is movement. Make sure you're always working on your movement. Number 2 is the high ground. Make sure that's your main focus, keeping high ground. And number 1, communication. It's a squad-based game. Make sure you're communicating. Make sure you're letting your teammates know where enemies are, or if there's an enemy nearby so they can help you out. That's all for today, guys. I hope these tips help you. If you implement them into your game, I guarantee they will, and you'll become a better player. Feel free to watch the rest of the gameplay. I think I pulled up 4k damage and 14 kills or something. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hemlock here.
Eva shotgun here.
Someone's got to take out
Getting
the
rid of
kill
this
leader.
big
They're
fire.
too cocky.
R301 here.
Thank you.
Fucking... Did you pick up the 301? Fuck it, keep it. I'll get another one.
Optics here. Sniper. Mira, light ammo here. Frag grenade
Going
here.
this way. Might be something good this way. Never mind.
They're a train yard. Oh no.
Dropship coming in.
Where were those shots?
Ooh, that's gonna kick.
Target spotted.
Sí, por favor.
They must be on the train.
We're already in the ring. Guess I'm running circles for fun.
Oh. Yeah, there's one on the train roof.
Enemy down.
Squad here.
Fuck me, man. Yeah, he's low. Just, he's one hit. He's very low, man. The back of the tram.
Come on, compadre, get up. Come on, come on, come on. Can't believe I'm standing still. You're lucky I like you.
Yep, you are wonderful. Thank you.
Enemy taken out.
Optics here. Close range.
Just gotta patch myself up. Hang on. Get the bamboozling.
We've got to push this quick.
Recharging shield.
Patching myself up.
Charging on my shields.
Reloading. Yeah, that must have been the last one, because no one's revenging or whatever.
Whoa, you ain't messing around.
Triple take here.
I could use that.
gonna need that.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Round 2. Beginning ring
Must go
countdown.
faster.
Already in the next ring. I smell victory. It smells kind of like stuff I could have for dinner. Whatever.
Throwing jump pad.
Enough. How long we got? 2 minutes. Yep, up there.
Got one spotted. Third shot's fired and they're hitting me.
He's on the edge here.
Faking him out with a decoy.
I saw someone, and I don't think they're selling police.
Recharging shield.
There's a guy just here.
Target's right in front of me. Enemy down.
Ah, behind.
Reloading.
Bad dude's over there.
You,
Gotta patch myself up.
Recharging my shields. Watch yourself.
Over there.
Reloading.
Downed one.
Attention.
Ring's close. 1 more minute. Oh, we took out Reloading.
nah.
Downed an enemy. They're dropping. Downed another. Giving my shields a recharge. Faking them out with a decoy.
There's still one more up down there.
30 seconds until the ring closes. You like cutting it? Check out mi amigo, the new kill leader.
Recharging shield.
Ten seconds. The ring's close.
Body shield here. Level 3.
Warning. Ring closing.
Ring, moving now. Rápidamente.
I gotta hold these guys out
Be
the
something
circle.
good there.
Up top here.
I hear ya.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package coming in.
They're there.
Enemy spotted. They look small. Downed an enemy. Reloading.
Don't tell me.
Reloading. Enemy killed. I took care of it. Don't worry.
Jump pad out.
Just hold here. There's still more over here. I'm pretty sure. Try not to renegade. Try not to rage. Right, but AFK. See anyone?
3. Beginning ring countdown.
Making contact here.
Just you and me.
Give him my shield.
It's a 3-man.
With a decoy. Reloading.
They're getting pushed. Just hold back here a bit, because there's another squad pushing them.
Yes.
You got bamboozled.
One went in the tunnel. And Caustic just is about to come up onto the tracks.
Reloading. Enemies down. Frag out. Alright, frag out. Throw my grenade out. Throw my grenade out.
Oh, why am I not hitting anything? Yeah, nice.
Reloading.
He's resin.
Enemy killed.
I'm pushing over here a bit.
Let's move that way. Give him my shield to reach.
You got to jump down, jump down.
Using meds. Come on, come on, come on.
Ah, lucky us. We're already inside this next ring.
Yo, we should check out that care package.
Alright, killed an enemy.
That's how you do it.
Reloading.
Oh yeah. There's one over here. I hit him for 100 and something.
Reloading.
Frag out.
One here,
Let's go here.
just behind there.
Round 4. Beginning ring count.
To our right. Whole squad. Push over here, man.
How about this way?
We've got to get this solo. Hit it for 102.
Reloading.
Shot at. Ooh, that's gonna
Heal up.
kick. And that makes this. Whole squad down.
Decoy.
Heal up, man.
Going too fast.
Sprint over here, sprint over here.
How about this way? Reload. Alright, enemy down.
Heal up.
Shake a leg. We've only got charging on my shields.
Recharging shield. Enemy down.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Reloading. Not far from the ring. We got 30 seconds. Recharging. Sending out my decoy.
Yeah, that squad's down.
I think that was the whole squad. Last guy just kind of dropped. Only one squad left.
10 seconds till ring.
Yeah, they're there. All three.
Let's go.
One set. Healing up.
We're gonna hold the back of this building.
Let's go here.
In progress.
You got bamboozled. Look at you.
You got heals, man? Derps? You need to heal up, bro. Here's this. And this.
Gracias. Healing.
Reloading.
Beginning ring countdown.
Push across.
Reloading.
I'm gonna hold this building.
Let's go here. Faking him out with a decoy.
They've pushed across. He's on the roof. One down.
Reload. Enemy down.
I'm pushing over.
Hit the ejector seat.
Using the decoy escape. Ring's close. 5 seconds. And they're hitting me. Recharging shield.
Oh, there's one still outside behind you.
30 seconds. Downed an enemy. Reloading.
Using meds.
Fired and they're hitting me. Took down another. Go out and bamboozle them.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
That's how you sweep them up.
GG's. That was a good game. I think I need a break after that one, chat.
You are the Apex champions.
A lot of damage then, I think. I feel a lot of damage. 4,100, 14 kills.